Fix art.
There we go. All right, we're live. Morning, everybody. Welcome. Join me and Nate. I think we got Hip Flip and Mama going to jump in here with us. Appreciate y'all being here this morning. Just figured we talk a little bit about everything we talk about. No specific direction. I do want some opinions on YouTube, though. But before we get into that, we'll let Nate run down the track. Tell us who's got the brownies. Right after we say good morning to Mama.
Good morning.
Hey, I like the eBay shirt.
I was in my eBay t-shirt.
I like that.
Where'd you get that at?
I got this at eBay Open.
Oh, okay.
When I went in 2018.
Oh, Kelly says eBay gave her 500 free listings. People might want to check. Now I got to go check while Nate's running through.
Is it for 1 month?
Probably.
It's the sucker you in so that you don't have a choice but to go to the next store when you're done.
So I
that's what to do. But I grab them. Hopefully, I probably wouldn't use them anyways because I don't even use the ones I have. But hopefully, you'd list those extra items and they'd sell real fast so they don't carry over.
Right. My problem is I'm at my 250 for normal listings, so everything I do now has to be auction.
See,
so all the clothes
I wish I could give you some of my 1,000 because I'm not even using half of them this month.
I wish I could take them.
All right, well, I'll do the brownie point check. We got Justin Jacobs.
Yeah, look who was second.
Mama just got beat out.
I said to Justin, you stole my brownie points.
We have Hip Flip and Mama. Good morning, Mama.
Good morning, baby.
We got Bluegrass Picker in the house. Good morning. We have Sand Dollar. Good morning. DC Sales, the master of the license plate. How are you? We have Reselling Addicts. Good morning. We have Tracy, Uniquely Me, who was a guest on our show yesterday. That was awesome.
Yeah.
We have Seals to Sales. Good morning. We got Craig, the Land Shark Picker. What up, Craig? We got B&K Vending and Flipping. Good morning. I don't know why that popped up. Okay. Whoops, not lost track. Okay, there we go. We have Teach Flips. Good morning. Kelly the Ecom on board. Good morning.
Hi, Cal.
Eric Bischoff. Good morning. I hope your Amazon keeps soaring. Blue Rhino Liquidation. Good morning. Fat Girl Sewing. Good morning.
Fat Girl Sewing.
Man.
That's my girl.
It gave me a tongue twister for some reason. If anybody else is lurking or just listening, if you type in the chat, that's why we know you're here. Michelle Lathan, good morning. I think that's pretty much everybody.
I was legit in my pajamas when you asked me to join, Tommy.
You did like a Superman change then.
Well, I did.
She sat in her chair. She said,
"Yeah, my hair was in a top knot, because I washed it last night, and I was." You said, "Do you wanna come on today?" And I went, "Yeah." And then, went the nightgown. On went the jeans. On went the bra. I always hang up what I'm gonna wear the next day on the door, so it was already out.
Wait, that wasn't Superman. Who was the one that spun and changed? Was that Wonder Woman that spun and changed? Oh, it was a Wonder Woman change.
That was Wonder Woman. I could do that, but I'll fall. But I could do it.
Yeah, I don't try to spin when I'm on my feet. I'll do it in my chair. I'd fall if I was on my feet trying to do it.
Yeah, same here probably.
I'm not balanced. I'm front heavy.
I'm actually on Hello Hunting with Tripler. A couple of pickers. Bra, you're getting fancy, Kelly. I don't need no stinking bra. Yeah, Some things you can get away with it. This shirt you can't.
Might bring some views.
Not unless those views go to my channel.
Your cleavage gets you subs. I don't know.
You know what? Tracy would know about that.
Either that or Lisa is going to be on our show tomorrow. She'll give us the rundown on the cleavage for subs.
Ciosa?
No, a couple of pickers, Lisa.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I think on YouTube, I think women just have advantage in general.
Oh, yeah.
No, I don't think so.
No?
You don't think so?
No, let me explain to you why.
Okay.
If you're a man on YouTube and you've got a good personality, you're going to attract the dudes because dudes attract dudes, okay? Dudes follow dudes. It's just what happens. But then if you've got a great personality and you're a respectful dude, then you attract the chicks. So if you're a dude, you get the dudes and you get the chicks. But very seldom as a woman are you going to attract a large quantity of men to your channel, because chances are your channel's about things that men are interested in. Sometimes not, but you know.
I'll tell you what, I like Anthony. I think Anthony's got a fantastic personality. But if Anthony goes live and Tracy goes live at the same time, I'm checking out Tracy's first, see what she's talking about. And I'll watch Anthony later.
That's because she's a chick and you're a dude.
That's what I was saying.
Yeah, so you said women have it easier. No, men have it easier.
Oh.
No, I don't know.
But Tracy's sexy. I'm not sexy. So, well, I am sexy, but in a different way than Tracy. But that's
Tracy says women have a big disadvantage as well. What do you think the disadvantages are, Tracy?
I told you what they were.
Well, I want to know. I know, but I want to see if she feels that it's the same disadvantages, or if she's got other ones that maybe she experiences. I know women probably have a tendency to have more like dirty trolls and stuff like that.
Oh, yeah, tell me about it.
Jordan says he attracts 45 to 65-year-old women according to YouTube stats.
Yeah, mine I think is pretty equally balanced.
I think yours is very equally balanced too, Tommy.
Let me look at my little thing here. But I believe it's almost 50-50 right down.
My percentage of dudes is really, really low. But half of my business is jewelry, so I understand that.
Right.
I'm gonna check mine out. I haven't really got the chance to look at mine.
Yeah, I'm 50 points
talking Tommy, but like it's something I need to look at and pay attention to.
Yep, I'm 50.6% female and 49.4% male.
See, I'm like 2 or 4% men. I haven't checked lately. Jen says that some guys don't think girls know anything. I don't know about that.
Yeah, I don't know if
I agree with that, Jen. I think that it's just hard for a woman to keep a man's interest unless they look like Tracy for any extended period of time when you're talking about something, especially something that they think they already know. They'd rather, it's like hanging with the dudes. They'd rather hear it from a dude because then that's like hanging with the buddies.
I guess it depends on what we're talking about.
Hi, David. Yeah, and I don't mean that as a bad thing. I don't mean that as a bad thing whatsoever. I think that's just the way it is. Like, I would never be able to get in with Scott the Bearded Picker. There's no way. I mean, he would say, Mama who? Mama what? I mean, we've talked in chat and everything, but there's no way that I would ever get him to follow me. I mean, nothing that I do is going to interest him. You know what I mean? Now, things that he does interest me because it's part of the business. I don't focus much on the part of the business on my channel, so.
See, on
right.
my stats,
but it works the same way, though. I'm sure you have people that follow you that would have no interest in what he's talking about because they're
Yeah.
following you for your jewelry. You know.
Yes.
It says on mine that 61% is male, 38% is female, and the females have a larger percentage viewed and more watch time than males. And then my viewer age is in more into 55% is 45 to 54 years old. That's including both genders.
Now, where did you find that?
You have to go in your YouTube analytics in your studio, then go to analytics, and then go to reach, and then scroll all the way down, and then I think you have to hit more once, and then you'll see it right there.
I caught YouTube Studio.
Okay, then go to analytics on your left-hand side.
Oh, yeah, analytics. Hold on.
Now YouTube Studio actually has a phone app that makes it really quick and easy.
Yeah, I know. All right, now where do you go?
Then you go all the way to the bottom of the page, and you might have to click more, but it's right there at the bottom.
Nope. Mine's on overview. Mine says overview.
Okay, let me see. It'll say traffic sources, then hit see more.
Up, Cliff.
And then that's what will pop out the charts for all that. Like mine's over the last 28 days. That's basically all that. Now if I do lifetime.
Let me try something different.
Okay, my view rate.
Audience.
Sales to Sales says it's the beard. Women like it, men want it.
Okay, so I was wrong. Mine's in a different place, Nate. 82.3% is female, 17.7% is male. So my male following is a lot higher than I thought it was. So I apologize to all the studly men out there that I thought weren't following me. You are. Thank you so much. Last time I checked it, it was like 4 or 5 months ago. So it was a long time ago.
21% of my watch time is from not subscribed people, and 1% is unknown. So I guess they must have unsubbed, I guess.
I have 0.2% unknown. I have 20% unsubscribed.
Yeah, we're about the same.
Well, subscribe, guys.
Right? See the beard. Gotta love the beard.
See, Mama.
I'm gonna cut it off.
Morning, Victoria. I seen you started a premiere just as we were starting the show, so I'm gonna head over there and check that out after the show.
What's Landshark Picker thanking me for? Oh, maybe because I said thank you to all the studly men that are following me.
Oh.
Good morning, Victoria. How are you, my love? Sorry I didn't jump in with you guys last night. I got done eating, and then I started doing dishes, and then I was wiping down the counters, and before I realized I had spent more than 10 minutes before I jumped on with you guys, you were already done. So I apologize for that.
It's really cool if you really, I never really think to look at my analytics because I'm just like so much on the go a lot of times. So
I hope Anthony pops into the chat because I need to ask him if he's going to give me his sign-on information for Flip and Hope, or if I'm going to do Bible study on my channel today. I'm not sure. He's supposed to give me the information for Flip and Hope, but he hasn't done it yet.
Just message him on Facebook. He's been pretty good at replying back.
I will.
So how's everyone's sales been last couple days? Yesterday.
Go ahead, Mama.
Oh, I'm sorry, baby. I sent 3 out yesterday. I've gotten 1 sale today, but happy for that 1 sale. It's just the beginning of the day, so hopefully I'll get more.
What about you, Tommy?
I had a killer weekend, but then I only sold 2 things going out today.
Yeah, it's been a little rough. I had 3 yesterday. I guess that's been good. I guess I really can't complain. And I had one today go out. Nothing really high dollar. Amazon did pretty good yesterday. Nothing crazy, but about my good day average of 300 or so. So it's good to kind of see that pop back up. I think now we're starting to see the people panic for FBA stuff. That's next day shipping and everything. So that should only help me moving forward. All the way through. I have one item that I'm surprised it hasn't sold, but it's very, very competitive, and hoping it sells before Christmas. I got 9 left.
I think there's going to be a surge in sales in the next couple of days because people are going to want to try and get everything they can before Christmas Eve.
Yeah, we're gonna have to get on it.
Yeah.
They're still shipping pretty fast because I ordered something like midnight Sunday and it's coming today, so they're still on schedule with their shipping, which is good to see.
Yeah, I sent out Friday. I sent out something and it went all the way to Texas, and they got it yesterday.
Fat Girl Sewing says, what is your name again?
Unknown caller.
Hang up. What is your name again, Fat Girl Sewing? I constantly forget it. I'm going to write it on my desk. Wendy? Okay. You think I would remember Wendy. Wendy says that her sales are average, but all that her sales are doing at the moment is covering the cost of all the returns that she's getting. Yeah, that's not fun. I worry so much, you guys, about getting massive returns after Christmas.
Do you guys, Kelly Ecom Mom says she offers expedited options on her eBay stuff so that it will sell closer to Christmas. Do you guys put that in your listings?
I put them in my listing normally.
Yeah, I do too.
I wanted to do a bulk edit, and it won't let me do it, so I have to go in there individually on each item if I wanted to add overnight shipping. Which I don't know if I really have a lot on my eBay store that would really need pushed like that. I mean, I do have a couple toys, but nothing too crazy. But
see, I have it in my bulk editor. I looked at that. I have it in my bulk editor to offer another shipping option.
So I went in there. What was that? The other day, and I went to. I think I said add, or I can't remember. I might as well check it again.
DC Sales, the master of the license plate, has 30 packages going out today.
Nice.
30 packages. D, you beast. You absolute beast.
Where did those sales come from? Probably Etsy, eh?
Why must you fight me? Right, go get me some more.
Yeah, DC Sales, that's exactly D. It may not be for a lot of money, but it gets it out of the house. And right now, I have 40% off in my store because I would rather sell it at a lower price, knowing I only paid 69 cents for it, and get it out of this room because I cannot move in this room. And the more inventory I get out of this room, the more room I have. And, the more wonderful it will be. And I'm still making a profit.
Yeah. I'm getting more into that turn and burn mindset. Quit trying to maximize the profits and just turn them consistently.
So I went with a lesser discount instead of I've been doing 25-30%. I went down to 15% this for the last week. But I think I have it set all the way till Christmas, 15%. Just because I I think I have a little more premium because of my shipping speed that I offer, and versus maybe some other people don't have that.
You sell a completely different line of items, Nate. It's whatever works for you. I'm just trying to move my death piles. As soon as I get them listed, I just would rather, $10 on a pair of jeans. You bet. That's $9 profit for me. And it's, more room in this room for me. Hunting with Tripler says new episode coming out tonight.
And then when you do your sales, do you like, how long of a range do you run them?
I usually run them pretty short. I
I'll
usually
run
run them for
Go
like
ahead, baby.
I usually run like Monday to Friday, and then I run like a weekend one, and I usually do that higher. But for Christmas right now, I just went with 15% all the way to Christmas.
And I will, whatever day I start it, I'll continue it until the next Monday. So if I start it on a Wednesday, it goes to Monday. If I start it on a Friday, it goes to Monday. And then I'll start a lower percentage sale throughout the week, and then a higher percentage sale over the weekend.
See, I run my sales on a 48-hour setup. I mean, there's constantly a sale, but I have it set to just for 48 hours because you get that initial boost when you start a sale, and then you get that countdown clock when it gets to 12 hours to ending the sale. And I think that countdown clock really pushes people to act now.
Tommy, do you set those up boom, 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 and so you don't have to worry about doing it, waiting for the one to end and then setting up another one? Do you set them all up at the same time?
No, not usually. Sometimes what I'll do is I'll set up for the 48 hours. I'll have it so it ends like at 11:30 at night. Then when I get up in the morning, I'll start it again. So there's a couple hours in between. Or when it goes down and I seem like I'm really doing particularly good on this 48-hour sale, when it starts to get to the end, I'll edit it and just extend it out another 12 hours and then just keep doing that until the sales dull down. Then I'll end it and restart one.
Gotcha. Good morning, Amy Marsden. You will remember Amy Marsden as the gal that in the chat took the plunge, and while she was watching one of our working hangouts, and she took the plunge and listed something on eBay, and it sold within that working hangout. You remember that, Nate?
Yep.
Now, she and I have been having communications back and forth quite a bit, and she's getting quite a bit listed. In fact, yesterday,
Kelly. Hi.
Surprise! No.
Yesterday, I was sitting I had my top knot hair, so my hair was all messed up, and I was in my flannel nightgown, and I thought I'm going to call Amy. And I called Amy, and she's looking in the camera like, who in the heck called me? And I'm like, Amy, it's Mama. I called her an absolute mess, but I said, if anybody ever questioned if I'm real, I'm real. It's Mama. You had questions? Let's go over them.
I went up with Tracy this morning.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm pulling up the chat here so I can
see. Now all the men are going to be flocking because Tracy's on, because she's the sex bomb.
You're the sex bomb. I know you got some chasers.
Jeez. I'm telling you.
Yowza.
And I really just wanted to see you on bottom of Nate.
I don't know if it's the chub. I don't know if it's the chub or the silver hair or the pointy tooth. I don't know what it is, but
it's not the pointy tooth. I can guarantee you no guy is going for that. Okay. Well,
that was a joke.
Maybe not. I might be wrong. I don't know.
No, I don't know what it is, but yeah, I get some interesting messages and some quite striking messages. I'm going to start forwarding the striking ones to you, Tracy.
Oh, I would love it because I need more. I'm making a collection. I thought like putting a book together would be fun. So maybe we could collaborate. Kelly.
All the inappropriate photos that I've received.
Oh.
You guys should make a Facebook page, and this way it might stop.
Yeah, I doubt it'd stop. I think it would probably encourage, if anything.
Right. I want to make the page. Let me send something crazy.
Well, that wouldn't be a good
Said
page
the
to be,
gal
want to be
that
on.
put her feet in her listing.
Who are you talking about?
You.
If it works,
What did I say to you in the chat? You're like, Kelly, I want your opinion. Look at this listing. What do you think? And she showed last photo was a picture of her feet next to the coat. And what did I put in the chat? Do you remember?
No.
I went, you freak.
Funny enough, yesterday while I was on here, I think Tommy said, "Tell us about Uniquely Me," and I said, "She's a freak." So you ain't wrong, girl. No.
Morning, D.
What's up, D?
D.
Hi, D.
When does Anthony come back?
He doesn't come back till Friday, but it won't be till late, so he won't be back on the show really till Monday, which I'm sure he'll want to do a hangout and stuff because he'll probably want to miss. He misses everyone. Probably wants to.
He misses everyone. He's been in chats more than I've ever seen him.
Maybe he's having like I should have said more of like a live fix. He needs to.
He's going through YouTube live withdrawals.
Right.
I know. I feel like that whenever I don't do anything, Sunday, because I usually do Friday, Saturday working hangouts, and then I don't do anything Sunday. So Monday, after not really, and we will talk shop and stuff, of course, like during those hangouts. But coming back Monday, I'm like just excited to do it because I, haven't done it for a day or two or three.
I get so much work done in the working hangouts. It's not even funny.
I don't get a lot or none. It's like it's really bad.
I got 3 pairs of jeans listed this morning and I couldn't believe it because because I wasn't in a working hangout. And I thought, wow, maybe I can get things done when I'm not in a working hangout.
Yeah.
I spend too much time talking in a working hangout.
Oh yeah. Well, and if you're running the working hangout, you want to pay more attention to the chat, possibly.
Mm-hmm. I'm terrible at that. Good morning, Ansley. How are you, honey?
I made a working hangout playlist for you, Mama. So next time you need some working hangouts to listen to, just click it and it'll just run.
There you
go. All right. And
multiple days.
I can butt in and talk all I want and it won't matter because it's not real. I'll think it's real, but it's not.
Like, hey, why is anybody talking to me? Oh, yeah, that's right. I'm by myself and not live.
See, with the working hangouts, it's like I feel obligated to either talk or pay attention to chat because it's like, okay, I'm here. I'm taking up a screen spot.
Right.
So I got to engage. But if I engage, that distracts me from what I'm doing. So it's like.
But there are so many people that don't engage. They just do their thing. And that's the nice thing about being a guest on a working hangout as opposed to it being your working hangout.
Ah, I see. Now I know why everyone wants me to run them, huh?
No, I want you to run them so you get your watch time.
No, I know. I'm just kidding.
The first few I ever hosted, I would get comments like, "This is so boring. What are you thinking?" And I'm like, "Dude, it's a working hangout. I don't know what you were expecting. Some kind of content or something." So I think most people understand it, but not all.
Resale Addicts has their Zip It hangout working game thing tonight.
They had it last night too.
People checked out. You got a link for it? You can drop a link.
I think last night wasn't the Zip It. I think it was just a
hangout. Yeah, Jen, put your link in the chat.
Yeah, it's really cool how they do it. I haven't been listing a ton lately. I'm taking a break, so I would be no good on there.
We got West Max Gary in the house. What's up?
Ansley, I'm feeling pretty good. Thank you. Got up at 6 o'clock this morning. I've already painted my shutters. Nice. 2 coats because we're repainting everything in the bathroom white instead of black. And when it's black, you've got to do a million coats.
Anything dark colored is hard to paint.
Yeah, and I've got 2 great big shutters that go on our cabinets, and that's what I'm painting right now. So I've already got 2 coats on that, and I already listed 3 pairs of jeans. I gave the dog his medicine, let him out. I fed him. I'm feeling productive as all can be today.
Dang. I painted my son's room, I think a month ago or so. That just, you forget how sore you get from painting, especially like the upper part of the wall. So I'm like, I don't use those muscles anymore. It's crazy.
I hate the trimming with painting.
Yeah.
Hate the trimming. Hunting with Tripler. Have you gotten any bucks this year?
Well, any ladies in there, he's a pretty hot dude, so you might want to check him out.
Is that?
Hunting with Tripler. Yeah.
Yeah, he just started doing content.
Hey, Snobby Scrap Picker is also joining us today.
My doggy knocked over all my
Chat.
my games.
Oops, Anthony's messaging me. Hold on just a moment.
Lisa. Oh God. Can you imagine Lisa and Kelly and I? We should do a chat together at some point.
Oh my gosh, it'd be R-rated.
I know. Hi, Amy. Yeah, you keep blushing. I'll push your channel.
You bring it out of me, Tracy.
I'm sorry.
You do, because you're a dirty little girl.
I think it's good for you.
Well, yeah, it's good for
It's already
me.
there, so it's
It
not like
feels good when the words come out, but I
I
had Bible study today, so we have to keep this clean.
Jesus don't mind.
you just gotta. You might have to do a couple extra Hail Marys. That's all during your Bible study.
Exactly.
Sprinkle a little extra holy water.
Hashtag it's Tracy's fault. I know. I get blamed for a lot. Oh my God. So Nate, I'm gonna have to start Amazon, I think.
Good. I recommend it for just about anybody that's been selling on eBay, at least for a decent bit.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? Because you kind of understand, logically what's a good thing, what's not a good thing, like packing and all that type of stuff, condition wise and stuff.
Yeah.
So this way you're not like you do something you would think it's minor to a new reseller, but in the real world it's like the big picture of reselling, it's like, oh my God, like what did I do? And yeah, I mean, if you need help or whatever, I'm definitely
That's why I said that. That's why I said that out loud. So you would offer help. I would, but yeah.
Of course he's gonna help, because that's the kind of guy that he is.
Yeah.
I said
I figure
that.
I'll wait till January. I'll set up my account now, but everything's just gonna start fresh in January, I think.
Yeah, it's for me in January, I'm gonna start really going in and getting my wholesale accounts and stuff like that. And I recommend anybody who's either doing it now or is gonna start, do that ASAP, because that's how you get engaged in all that stuff. So this way you are gonna be selling stuff that you really enjoy, or like Tracy say, you like the topicals, like the lotions and the like the women products and stuff, like different stuff that they use.
Yeah.
Like you can go get that stuff. And you know a lot about it because I'm sure you use a lot of it and stuff like that. So you already have a hand, above a lot of people that would be just starting out. If you get those invoices.
Yeah, and I think I have a friend in New York that he'll help me too. It's nice to have several people that are knowledgeable and get different opinions, I think. But he has some wholesale accounts. He goes, you just want to get ungated. You might even lose a little money or just break even on the first, set, but it'll get you ungated, which is going to make you money in the end. So I'm fine with that. I think that's A-okay with me.
Yeah, it's basically like a license to sell, if it makes sense. Like, people have license to carry with weapons and stuff. Well, this is your license to sell those brands. So if it costs a couple bucks or whatever, or if you break even, right. I mean, those products you're going to buy, they're going to fly out of your inventory anyway, so you're going to get your money back really quick. But now you're able to go get all the deals after Christmas or stuff that you see Valentine's Day and everything else that's coming up. So that I can't believe I didn't do it sooner, but I just kind of thought things would just kind of open up as I go. And I was doing okay, so I really wasn't to the point where when you first start, you're scanning everything and you're getting denied 9 out of 10 times probably, especially because if you're like me or Anthony and Tommy, I'm sure, where you're scanning the toys first, you know what I mean? Like that stuff is, you're just wasting your time unless it's a smaller manufacturer. It's not like anything Hasbro basically you can't sell, and all the big ones. So, um, so it just makes it very frustrating. But if you have his invoices, boom, you could sell Lego and everything else. So.
Wow. Yeah.
I've been scanning lately. I haven't really been purchasing, but I've been scanning for Amazon lately. And I don't even go to the toy section. It's like I think everybody runs to the toy section.
Yeah, I don't think I will either, honestly. Because I know everybody does that, and I want the replenishables, I think.
Right.
Me too.
Huge.
I'm not dissing it. I know that's a huge market, and there will be a time that's right for that, I'm sure.
And when I am ready to start, sending stuff into Amazon, I think I found a department that I'm going to focus on. And that's what sucks about Amazon, because I want to talk about it, but you can't really talk about it because I think I found some pretty gold treasures.
Yeah.
And it just sucks. It's like that Amazon business is cool, but like eBay business, you can talk about it.
Mm-hmm.
You talk about,
like Tommy was saying yesterday, though, you can talk about the process of it. So I think that's what people need in Amazon more than what you're selling. Because if you have the process down, you're going to be fine.
Anthony wanted me to tell everybody hi in the chat, and that he misses us and loves us.
Oh, if he really did, he'd jump in and tell us.
Right. Tell Destiny I need a coffee refill.
But he loves me. He loves me more. He loves me more. That's why he's communicating directly to me.
Well, that's obvious. Because
is he telling you to behave?
I haven't heard from him this morning.
Well, it's because I messaged him first.
Oh, well, then. I was starting to get sad. I was going to message him and be like, what the fuck, dude? How come you can't send me a message in the morning?
No, I messaged him about the Bible study today.
Like we always talk about, like scaling or adding something to your business or getting bigger. I mean, if you're doing eBay, like I've done eBay since day one, and I added Amazon, like, man, the difference in my volume of the sales and, profits, across the board have just increased, dramatically. And it's not that much more, work for me because I do all FBA. I do very, very, very little merch fulfilled, which I probably want to do some just to be able to sell fourth quarter tours at FBM. Because if I do find something that's a crazy good deal, I want to be the first one to be able to hit the floor running with it instead of having to send it in, wait till they process it. Now I'm with everyone else getting unpacked, or I get it unpacked late compared to somebody else, and now it's $10. So I can't. I'm really excited for this next year. I really, I was pretty excited about my sales and stuff like that, this year. But man, like having some stuff ungated, I mean, I did all that, basically sourcing 3, maybe 4 days a month, and then packing another day. So basically 8 days out of the month, I'm doing, a little under 8,000 in sales gross, and that's gated in basically like everything. You know what I mean? Like I'm not gated toys or anything. So
yeah, I'm just tired of stuff being around. So I want to like diminish. I want to get a smaller store. I'm at the mid-range eBay store, and I think I just prefer a smaller store and sell things that I know will sell faster. We don't have crap that sits around, and I don't know. I'm getting tired of that. I don't like it.
My wife hates it. I mean, and that's me being picky. Like if I couldn't imagine having the amount of stuff like Tommy has, and then Anthony has, and I'm like, sure, you have some decent stuff, Tracy, because I see a bunch filling your shelf like you have, like I have behind me.
It's not even like that's just crap I need to take care of. It's just gonna be sitting there for months. Like I'm so because to me now it's just part of the shelf. Like I don't even see it anymore. That's how bad it gets sometimes. If you walk by something every day and it's not put away or listed or whatever it needs to be, you stop seeing it. Or I do. I don't know.
Yeah.
It becomes
It
the
does,
norm.
because I sit there and, you know, I got 2 shelves over there of stuff that has needed to be listed for the last year. And I walk by it all the time to go pull inventory that's sold or put stuff that I listed into an inventory spot. And I keep thinking, okay, I got just these 2 piles right here I got to go through. And then all of a sudden I'll click, wait, I got 2 shelves full of shit over there that I keep forgetting about. You know?
Yeah, it's bad. I mean, like I move that box every day to get stuff, and that box needs to be, half of it needs to be donated and the other half needs to be listed.
Hello, Robin, because she shed. Welcome, my darling. I saw your guitar video. And Ansley says, I just want to say thank you to you all that like me for me. We're all here in this race of life with the same exact ending, regardless of what we do in life. Well, Ansley, I love you very much. So thank you very much for being you.
I adore her.
Very loving. And Robin can rock and redo a guitar like nobody else. I got your chat, Tommy. Don't worry.
I haven't seen the guitar playing. I meant to go watch her last video, but I didn't yet. I will.
Yeah, like I want to get away from selling $10 items and $15 items, and like maybe even not even $20 items. I want to be like minimum 25 up. I mean, if like I spend $1 and I can make 25 plus shipping, yeah, I'm gonna grab it. But you know what I mean? Like I really want to have my eBay be in chunks, because there is more work involved than, you know, even Amazon. You know what I mean? Like Amazon, I put in a box, ship it, it's stored, ship, you know, they do everything. Here I gotta have it sit on my shelf. It's collecting space. It's you know, taking more time, which my time's so valuable because I work and I, you know, do everything that I do. So
there's certain things I don't mind listing that are in the $10 range. Like I bought a bulk of Scott boxes, and I thought perfect timing for Christmas, and I've sold out of them, but I did $10 lots, you know, but it was easy to list because it was just sell similar, you know, so it wasn't that bad. But things like that I don't mind. And some of the jewelry, if I buy it in bulk, you know, Kelly knows how that is. Some of it can go cheap because you're still just making money, and you have to look at it as a whole.
right.
But it's those items that aren't bought in bulk that, yeah, I don't want the $10 items in that. And I fall short when I buy maybe plush or a coffee mug that's, you know, not a great coffee mug. Some are great, of course, but some are $10 mugs, you know, and I need to stop those things. Yeah.
But sometimes you buy a mug and it comps higher, but then 3 months later you still got it and it's not comping very well anymore.
Right.
So you don't have a choice but to, you know, sell it for a cheaper price or accept an offer for a cheaper price. I deal a lot in glassware, and I have been noticing that people are not willing to pay the prices they were 6 months ago.
Yeah, it has to be very specific. I mean, there's still tons of valuable glassware. I love glassware, but you're right. Most of it is just no value.
Yeah, that was my one sale that I've had so far today was glassware.
Really? And I inherited a lot of glassware, so I'm not very sentimental with shit like that, really.
Are you talking about like when I say glassware, I mean like china and knickknacks or anything that's breakable.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, anything that's breakable.
Hello,
John.
Oh, you put a question up there. I'm sorry. What was that question, Tommy?
Do we list on a computer or on mobile?
Oh, I do desktop, but the other day I tried to do mobile again. It is much faster, but I think you miss a few things that way.
Yeah, like I used to do photo with my phone, draft it, and then go on my computer and finish it, because I can't put both international, Canada and rest of the world in, or my chosen few that I ship to, and you can only do one. So that, and plus my pictures seem not to be as good on my phone. I get this really glared thing for my flash because I'm having to go pretty close because my camera stinks because I have some cheap prepaid phone versus like a really good phone. So
I don't use a flash ever.
Yeah, I don't either.
It seems like whenever I'm listing, like it's always dark. Like especially now, like it gets dark so early now with it being winter and stuff. So like I have to use a flash, but I use my regular camera now, and I'll just slide the SD card right in the side of my computer, and I'll either start drafts or I'll just list top to bottom, and get them done and everything. But
yeah, I use my computer. Every time I try to list a complete listing from the phone, something just came out janky with the listing, so I won't do that.
Yeah.
I take pictures on my spare Galaxy. It takes really good pictures. I airdrop it to the computer, and then I just do my listings.
I sold my first glass item the other day. I sold that Sandy cast and made it to New York, I guess, because I didn't get any crazy message yet.
Cool. I'm like you, Nate. I have to take the photos on the camera, do my draft with the photos first, and then use the desktop to finish it because somehow on my phone, it's a lot faster to list on my phone, but it will not allow me to let the buyer make an offer. It won't let me choose that on my phone. So then I have to go in to the desktop version and select it on the desktop version. I don't know why my phone won't let me do that.
I just sold this piece on Macquarie.
Oh, yeah.
That's beautiful.
And that went all the way to Texas. I was worried about the packing, but
Did you take the tidbit tray apart?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I packed the hell out of it.
That's when it's hard when you have multiple pieces like that to put into a box. That's when it's more difficult for sure.
Yeah,
See, that's what I like.
You got to wrap them so tight, and you got 3 different pieces. So there's so much wrap and pillows or whatever you might use.
Right.
So I use the combination.
That's what I do most of the time is pack glassware.
Yeah, that's all I see you ever pack most of the time when we do our working hangouts. Usually packing some huge box with a million things of bubble wrap.
Now, I did list on Mercari and Poshmark on my phone. Usually, that was easier. But now that I use Vendoo to cross-post, I use the desktop again. So I'm not much mobile.
Now, have you been using Vendoo again?
Yeah, it is a little bit buggy, but part of the bugginess was me. So there's that. But overall, it's good. I don't think I'll want to pay for it, though, unless they get the kinks all worked out. I hate when you can't put a brand in.
Right.
That's a big issue because it doesn't let you list, which is at Mercari. I think you have to have something, and it won't let you pick like unbranded for some reason on the on Vendoo.
So, and what I do with that, and it's kind of a pain, is I just pick whatever brand it gives me an option, and then after it lists it, I click the view listing and edit it.
I do that too, but it's it's like
you shouldn't have to,
because they're going to start charging for this service, right? If that's not fixed, I'm not going to pay. I'll just get List Perfectly, and I am not listing enough right now for List Perfectly's price to make any sense. Right. Now, January ramping up again, it may make sense then, but I've really slacked off. I took most of summer off. I've taken most of December, pretty low key over here, but I don't know. Maybe in January, List Perfectly will make sense.
Yeah, that's like I was just going to say recently in Mercari too. I don't like that they don't have the categories that Mercari actually has.
I know.
What is List Perfectly?
And I went into I was this morning, promoting on Mercari and editing some and lowering prices, whatnot. And a pair of shoes I have, they were Brooks. They were listed under Nike. I don't know how. I mean, I didn't even use the Vendoo app. Like Mercari changed it or something on that one. And they were listed under Nike, and they wanted the model name. Like apparently, if you sell Nike, you have to put a model name in there. So I finally realized, it's that it's under Nike. So I changed it to Brooks, and they don't need the model name for Brooks for some reason. But I do like Mercari. I'm just not selling so much. I think I've had maybe 12 to 14 sales there in the month that I've been selling on it.
Yeah. One thing what Tripper says, he hates the Mercari or the seller side of Mercari.
Yeah.
I actually love how simple it is if you're selling right through Mercari. I mean, I can list so fast on Mercari. It's like boom, 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 done.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's a good platform. I hope they can really update and upgrade and keep moving in the right direction, because I know they've taken them out of the UK. I don't want it to go away. I would like it. I think they have great potential to take a big chunk of eBay's business, with eBay being the way eBay is.
For the last 3 weeks, Mercari has been outselling my eBay, and I have like a quarter of the things listed on Mercari that I do on eBay.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
And I mean, I haven't gotten ridiculous offers on Mercari. I get decent, if somebody makes an offer, it's like $4 off. Where if it were on eBay, I've already got it listed probably cheaper. I'm going to pay more fees, and someone wants to pay half, So I like Mercari a lot. I hope that it can really grow.
That's another thing that, excuse me, that I want to grow and start doing is really cross-posting my eBay, just getting more eyes on my products, because like you guys said, like people are looking at these other platforms and it is doing well, especially like Poshmark with clothes and some of the home goods that you can list on there now. And Mercari just is another platform that that you're able to get traffic from. So if I can use something like Vendu or List Perfectly or whatever the case is, and I'm already having all the info and just slap it and throw it over there, then why not? You know what I mean? Like if it's the fees are very similar and everything else, then that is another way that is going to help me.
10% fee. I mean, that's incredible.
And I like the fact too that there's no invoices or nothing. They take their money right off the top. They tell you what you're going to walk away with. I love that feature. I wish eBay would implement that.
I know.
All the other platforms seem to do it.
I know. It doesn't make any sense.
Cliff's in the house. Good morning, Cliff.
Yeah, Cliff's been here pretty much since the beginning. Where were you?
Yes?
Yeah.
I didn't notice. I'm sorry.
Kelly, you just said you got the chat, man.
Right. Good old Cliffy's been here since pretty much the top.
Yeah,
Hi, Cliff.
I use StreamYards a lot for the most part, unless I'm, obviously have to type or whatever. But like that's the one thing that stinks. Like they just lag. Like sometimes where you don't see a lot of the chat. Now you guys will be talking about something. I'm like, where did you guys see that at? I'm like, I gotta start flipping over. But I don't like how the delay is when I'm watching myself. It's like, it's weird.
Can't.
Maybe I'll have to start popping out the chat like you guys do.
Yeah. Veronica Past has a question for you, Tommy.
Yep, I just seen it. He's asking if I list the same things. Yeah, I do. I list everything on eBay and then I cross to everywhere else, the appropriate platforms. So I like the clothing over to Poshmark. Now I actually been listing some other stuff. Like I just listed an alarm clock on Poshmark. I didn't even realize you could do that until I heard it in a chat somewhere. I'm like,
yeah, I pretty much put anything on there now, I think.
Yeah. I mean, I just started back on Poshmark. Like we had it. It took so much attention and to try to get people to follow you and all of that. We just I ain't got time for this crap. And I took everything out of it. Then in here, we were talking about Poshmark again and followers. And I checked my followers and we were like at 38,000. We went from like 1,500 to 38,000 without doing anything. So I'm like, well, maybe it's time to start throwing some stuff back on there.
I break up with Poshmark every week.
I used it when I first started, and I never got any sales. Like I had people liking my stuff or loving it or whatever the heck it is, and then but I never got any traction. Like I couldn't send any messages to someone like trying to broker a deal or anything. Like I like that with the eBay or some of the other platforms where you're able to have a little message back and forth. I understand you got to be careful what you say. You can't give me your personal information on which I understand, but at least you're able to go back and forth and counter and stuff if you need to, or at least send messages explaining why you want more money.
I think it may have just gotten oversaturated with sellers, actually, because when I started on Poshmark, very quickly I started selling at least one thing a day, at least. And
doing the sharing.
I was doing everything, but it was 2 years ago too. I guess it's just that there's so much going on there now, and people are selling stuff really cheap, like very cheap. So you're competing, but it is very easy to put if you have, a great designer item or something, that's really where that should go, is Poshmark, in my opinion. But I don't know, just the basic, or your $10 items. I mean, people want to buy cheap shit on there, I think, too. So
I think that was some of my problem was like, that was when I first started reselling. So like, I think I was like talking about this on your guys' show one night, how I was buying like every polo that was $1. And I mean, they were decent brands, but they weren't the best brands. Like, it wasn't the Nike, the Under Armour and stuff, but it was like the golf ones, like what one was it?
Grand Slam and
like all those. Like, and I listened to them because I'm so excited when I first like saw reselling, and I was watching tons of stuff before I started doing it, and I went and seen a bunch of polos, so I was like grabbing off the rack, like they're going out of style, and here a lot of them just sold recently because I had such a slashing price thing this year. So it took a year for a lot of the stuff that I first sourced. So
and that's what a lot of my death pile stuff is. It's like it's there because I don't want to list it, because at the time I thought, ooh, pay $1 for this, turn $1 into 10, great, fabulous. Now it's like it's not worth my time. Right, it's not worth my time, but yet it is money sitting there, so I should list it to at least.
If you can lot them together, if you have similar items, that might be the way. But sometimes it's just best to get it out. Kent, hey, you wanted an eye roll? Okay. Sorry. Hi, Kent. I think for me, get it out. Like, I have to move it out of my space if I'm not going to list it, and I don't want to list it. Because be real, Tommy, are you going to go grab that pile?
No, I grab like one thing a day off of it. It'll take me forever.
That's what I'm doing right now.
5 years from now, they'll all be listed. Great.
Right.
That's what I'm doing right now, is all of those death piles of things that I don't want to waste my time on now. I'm wasting my time on now, because I can either redonate them or I can list them. And because I only paid 69 cents for each one, it's worth my time to go ahead and list it.
Right.
I've done that too. I'm sure we've all gone through that. Okay, time for the death pile, the cheap items. And then you look back, and now I'm looking at my store value, and it's crap. Like, if everything's sold in my store today, it's not that much, because I took all that time and listed my death pile. That's worth nothing. My time, it might be better spent if I just go sourcing and source the right items.
And honestly, I'll probably sit on this because I did pay for it. So I don't want to just donate it, because that's just really hard for me to just throw money out the window.
Right.
So I'll probably sit on it till spring, pick through it, list things here and there. I mean, I know there's some good things, but they're like at the bottom.
What about the flea market? Do you do that still?
Yeah, but it's too cold now. So that's why I'll say I'll sit on it till spring. I know the seller's over there. I don't want to sit over there. I did the flea market booth. I don't want to do that again. I don't want to sit at a table all day. We gave up just this last year, our flea market booth. We had a permanent one, but I know all the sellers over there. So what I'll do is I'll load my truck up, and I'll just sell it to a vendor, all one bulk lot. Here, give me X amount of dollars for it,
Yep.
It's better than donating it back and just giving the money up, even though I only paid $1.50, $2. I wouldn't walk down the street and just hand it to somebody. So,
but it is a tax write-off. I mean,
Yeah, but I want my money now.
Okay, I get it. Okay. Yeah, I don't know.
But I got to go refill my cup, because
that's what I did.
Destiny didn't hear us talking about coffee, I guess.
Oh, Destiny, wake up!
Right.
Tell her
be right back.
I think she's probably up there working.
Tell her to say hello.
It's my channel, so y'all can run wild.
Okay. Woo, Kelly, take your top off.
No. Nobody wants to see that in this show.
Z says he's so mad at eBay. Why are you so mad at eBay, Z?
Hi, Zahir.
Glad to see you in here. Man,
Bring
I tell you what, I watched, Tommy's live last night, and I was like, "Where's Tracy?"
Yeah.
And he said, "You're napping because you're tired or whatever." But I did learn a lot of stuff about clothes, and Cernoc's collection is crazy.
I met him through Courtney, and he's so good at what he does. I really like Chris.
He could open up a thrift store just with the stuff that he had. I mean, he had a lot of great stuff, a lot of vintage stuff, and that if I'm going to do clothes, and that's I still want to do clothes. Clothes is so profitable. It's like one of the few things that you can find at a Goodwill. Is it going to be stuff that you're going to find every day? No, but it's those type items that you spend like $1 or $2 or $3 or whatever, $5 at the most. You'll get 50, 100 or whatever. Like those opportunities aren't so easy to come by, especially now in the winter and stuff like that. So I'm always going to do some type of clothing on eBay, and that's why I want to do Posh too, because that is probably the best platform to sell clothing. So
well, Chris does really well on Grailed also, because that's the type of clothing that does well over there.
And what was that platform you were talking about earlier, Tracy? You couldn't warrant the expense of it?
Oh, List Perfectly?
Yeah, what is that?
It's a cross-listing service. I mean, you do the listing, but you pay, you can store all your listings there, and it will put it on what platforms you want it to, and it will unlist them on those platforms also.
I see.
And Vindu will unlist too. I just have never done that. I keep forgetting that it does that because I just found the button last week for that. I go, oh, it does. But I don't know. I'm just kind of waiting to see what they're going to charge and what's worth, because you end up with all these apps and services and fees and subscriptions, and before you know it, you're spending like $200 a month just to sell crap. Like it can really get out of control very fast, especially with somebody like me that maybe I don't pay 100% attention to all that all the time, right? So
just thinking about my apps and things that I spend a monthly fee on. I have Amazon's fee. I have my repricer. That's $100 right there.
Yeah.
Then I have Keepa. Then I have my eBay store, which is now $50 a month. That's almost $200 a month right there without even. And I do things on the cheap. Like I'll if it's gonna make me a lot more money or get things moving a lot faster, I will invest it if I'm gonna use it heavily, like List Perfectly or Vindu. But it's got to be running smooth. I got to be using it. If I don't use it, then it's got to go. You know what I mean? Because it's just wasting money. So, that's one thing I try to make sure. I'd rather pay $100 one-time fee than pay $12.99 a month, for the rest of my life reselling.
Right.
Basically, I hate that.
Yeah.
But yeah, the vintage stuff that he had, all that stuff, man, it basically can only go up in value of what he had down there. All the Jordan and all the all the vintage stuff, man. It was pretty jaw dropping to see what he had.
Yeah.
I know Brad liked a lot of the stuff.
Start over from the time I left.
Or I was talking about Cernoc's collection of stuff that he has that he sells, and a lot of it's not even listed, but he has so much good stuff that basically has a great eye, and he has a great collection. And
he's a very cheap source too.
Yeah,
that's a big part of it. Because if I were to find those items here, he's paying $1 or $2 tops for anything, even like leather coats.
Wow.
So I would be paying $18 for a leather coat minimum.
Right.
Sometimes I saw a dress in there the other day at Savers for $80. I'm like, what are they thinking? This isn't even worth $80 on eBay. So, I mean, it depends where you get your things from as well. And Austin is not a cheap thrift experience for most. We have a couple that are lower price, but even Salvation Army is upping. Hi, Destiny.
Hi.
Sweet.
Well, the Goodwill we have, 30 minutes up the road, the closest one, the only one. Then other than that, we have to travel like an hour and 40 minutes to get to go. In their glass case, they actually do eBay printouts and lay it next to what they're selling.
Yeah, but they're not printing it out correctly. When have you ever seen a sold listing printed out on a paper?
Yeah, they don't.
Yard seller anywhere. It's always a listed item. It's never sold. And
it's the highest listed item.
Yeah.
It's not even like the average listed. It's the highest.
Hi, Bobby.
Eric Christoph has a question. He says, donations aren't necessarily a write-off anymore, are they? Maybe an inventory loss depending on a business setup?
Yeah, shrinkage.
Yeah.
Every business has allowance for that.
I know personally to do donations on a personal tax return, you can only donate up to $500 worth, and you have to itemize to do that. And now it doesn't even, you have to have a total of, I think it was 20 or was it 18,000 in donations for it to really count?
I don't write it as a donation. I write it off as a loss.
Shrinkage, yeah.
Hi, Cliff.
Like, I'm stupid. I bought the wrong thing. Let's just write this one off. That.
Yeah.
Because we all get home with, if you do clothing, especially, you get home and you go, how did I miss this flaw? Like, ridiculous flaws. I've got a shirt soaking right now. It's got yellow pits. It won't when I'm done, but I'm spending freaking time on it that I wouldn't have bought the damn shirt otherwise. But fluorescent lighting doesn't show everything.
Yeah, we've done that. I've gotten it, and dressed the mannequin and everything, and then step back, and boom, all of a sudden through the camera lens, you see a whole different shade of stain. And
time suck, right?
I think they do their lighting on purpose that way.
I told my wife I showed to when we go Goodwill, to the Goodwill stores and stuff. I'm like, check these over, because I used to come home after work. Like, I'd go, like on Sundays, I'd go straight to Goodwill after, and then come home. She'd pull something out of the bag and be like, "You didn't see this?" I'm like, "What?" And then when I get home, it's the most blatant, like, coffee spill or whatever. Like, I'm like, okay, I got to start looking at everything, like pits, collar, back, front.
Oh, collar is definitely
good. Throw in a cart.
On the top crease of the collar, yeah.
Oh my God, I found so many nice shirts the other day that all of them had the yellow collar stain, and that doesn't do me any good. It's too bad. All the designers.
We've gotten things where we both have checked
What was that?
Right?
What was that back in the Mom? You'll remember that spray that they used to advertise on TV for ring around the collar.
Oh yeah, it was called ring around the collar.
Is that what it was called?
Yeah.
That's a great name for it.
Well, and then with wool and cashmere and alpaca, I always hold it up to the light, because if you do that, you can see the holes from the moths, and otherwise you can totally check it out and never see it until you've held it up to the light. I mean, you have to.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've gotten things that we both have looked over completely, seen nothing, brought it home, and not happy.
Shrinkage.
Yeah. Bye, Nick. That's so weird too, when it's yellow when you get it home, the stains yellow. And how did you not see that? The fluorescent must throw off yellow somehow, I guess.
Well, it does, because like here I have regular fluorescent, whatever it is, the cool, whatever, and then all my photo lights are daylight. But if I don't turn this one off, I'll get a yellow tint to my white background.
Oh, yeah.
But it looks like daytime in here. It's really bright down here.
Yeah, and I don't even have this one on. But I'll come down in my basement. People will come down with me or something. I flip the switch, and everybody's like, "Whoa, dude!" But it's energizing in the morning. It wakes you up pretty quick.
Yeah.
You're like,
When you
whoa.
wake up at 3:00 in the morning.
I can't tell it's dark out.
And see,
I
like,
like
Right
snow.
here too.
see, when Tommy wakes up, I go to bed. Like last night, I went to bed at 4:30 in the morning.
According to some, you can sell pre-owned items on Amazon and clothing, is what I'm assuming you're talking about, David. I know you can sell used electronics and things like that. I don't know how well used clothing would sell through, though. So you got me.
I think the clothing's pretty much has to be new. I'm pretty sure. I don't think
Tommy
they really.
keeps saying you can do used. I don't know. I wouldn't think that's a great market for it or a platform for it.
Unless someone made like a listing for it, like their own listing, and then, because it's a vintage piece or something that's really high in demand, maybe you could maybe sell it as like, used very good or, use one of those type of things. But I'm pretty sure most of the clothing is new or has to be new, but don't quote me on that.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't think used clothing would do too well.
Yeah, you can sell a lot of used things, though.
Right.
Even like kitchen appliances, I think, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, like
I have sold when Destiny had a seller's account. I used to sell a lot of like appliances used, merchant fulfilled, and I got like way more than I did on eBay for them.
Right.
Oh, wow.
What's up, Tommy?
Bad Dog says, by the way, Ring Around the Collar was from Whisk Detergent.
Yeah,
There
I
we go.
just Googled it. It is from Whisk. Thank you for correcting me.
I just remember I was pretty young when that commercial was out.
I remember those commercials.
I'm loving this pop-out chat. I don't know why I've never used it before.
Right? Every time. That's like what you should do before you even hit the live button.
I've always just, either flip between the two or just.
Well, that way you can you can delete people.
Hello,
Yeah.
Marilyn.
Before I'd be like,
70s. But I was born in the 80s. And I remember those commercials.
I've been pretty lucky with
You were watching the reruns.
I'm sure I was.
unwanted people, but yeah, if that would ever happen, then that would be clutch.
I'm pretty sure they still sell Whisk.
I think we need to write that down on our list and check it out.
Why you got Ring Around the Collar?
No, you have Ring Around the Collar.
I don't even wear collars.
You have lipstick on your collar.
I just bought
Let's see
a
if it's available on Amazon.
new tape dispenser from Amazon, and this might sound weird, but I'm pretty pumped when it's going to come in today. I'm pretty pumped.
Isn't it weird how we get excited about the stupidest shit? Like
Right.
bubble wrap or like, I don't know, somebody sends you something and you get all these extras with it for packing materials.
Yeah.
I get really excited about extra packing material.
I just got a tape dispenser.
Yeah.
And I was super stoked for that.
It's a dual roll tape.
It's a dual. And it's heavy duty.
Explain that. How does that work? A dual roll.
Is that like this one?
Is it a desktop kind?
Yeah. Well, kind of.
It's like that, but it's got the spot to hold your pens and your scissors also. It's got like a little caddy on it. But it was cheap. It was Amazon, what, $12 or something?
Yeah, I was so happy when I found that. I was like a little kid in a candy store. And it's sitting up on my drafting table. And it's awesome.
I've been using 2-inch tape for the longest time, so I finally got the 3-inch tape, and this one has suction cups at the bottom, so you set it like on a countertop space like this,
right?
And I always lose my tape guns. Like I still can't find my other tape gun, and I just ran out of tape last night, so I literally had to find that to tape my last package. But I actually I had enough, but I'm able to just leave it there and just pull. rip and tape versus, having to get the gun out and do all this. Like I'm able to just pull long strips out and, I could find it every time because it's going to sit right there.
That makes sense.
Kelly says that she loves it when her husband brings her home boxes from work. They're better than flowers. Hello, Samby. How are you?
Lynn said, don't most resellers use OxyClean?
I use a ton of OxyClean, and they also make a version for whites, which is even better. But
I like OxyClean.
Sometimes you can ruin things though, so you stop.
Down here, do I?
I like to use Hell's Naphtha soap as a stain stick.
Yeah.
As a stain stick.
Yeah,
I make my own laundry soap anyway.
I used to too. Do you grate up the Fels Naphtha?
Well, I used to use Hell's Naphtha. Now I just use Ivory.
Okay.
Because I like the Ivory because it dries really nicely and crumbles a lot easier.
Yeah. Yeah, I used to make all my own stuff like that, but then I stopped. It's a lot of work when you do that.
It is, but it's not rewarding.
A person, and everything was organic, and I don't know. I just spent too much money. Yep. Tiny tub, man.
The actual OxyClean.
I buy it like in the huge
version.
But this is in the dollar section at our store, at our grocery store.
That's awesome.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's in the dollar section. But if I have a tough state, what I use, for like the yellowing and stuff, I don't even mess with that. I use Goop.
Really?
The like automotive hand cleaner.
Oh.
And you just rub that into the collar, throw it in the wash machine. You don't have to let it sit or nothing.
Wow, I've never thought of that.
I've never thought of that either.
I got a tip for the ladies and men, whoever dyes their hair. It works very well to remove excess hair dye off your skin.
Oh, that's smart too.
Yep.
I found that out by accident.
Or you can just put Vaseline on your scalp right there, and your hair color won't stain your skin.
Yeah, but it's
Okay.
I actually had Destiny wash her hair once with Goop because I wanted to see if it would strip the hair color out.
And it did.
Oh.
It did.
So if you ever want to get rid of your hair color,
I'm sorry, you threw me off. You said Destiny and strip in the same sentence. Okay.
Doesn't happen very often.
You want to give it a whirl?
We have monkeys for that. Have you seen that?
Okay. I don't think I need to know about the monkey stripping.
I got my stripper full of monkeys.
Yep, there's one there.
Oh, you do have
Head.
monkeys. Okay.
There. And then there's one right here.
All right.
Yep. I don't ask him what happens with those monkeys when I'm not down here. Just saying.
And I don't tell you either.
And he doesn't say.
Oh, God. Well, you guys, thanks for letting me come on hang. I'm gonna have to get running. I've got something.
All right. No, it was cool. You dump it in.
Yeah.
Much love.
Thanks for coming by, Tracy.
And for you, Ken. One eye roll.
All right. We'll talk to you later, Trace.
Bye.
Yeah, everybody that's in here that isn't sub to Nate every day I'm hustle, make sure you're subbed to him. Go ahead and plug your show tomorrow, Nate. Tell them who we got on.
We have a couple of pickers, Lisa and Rob, tomorrow. It's going to be a fantastic show. They are a hoot.
They're a fun couple.
I always love being in their chats and their lives, and Lisa's so funny. I felt bad. I was watching the last video that they went to see Rally Roots, and Rob was ill, man. I felt so bad for him, but it was a good opportunity to go meet them. So just check out that video as well on their channel. I'll leave a link for theirs as well. Here, 1 second.
Yes, Kent. Tommy does love his monkeys.
Dude, those are my buddies, man. They're freaky.
Oh, my.
Here's screw you.
Oh, what a morning.
Yeah, it's been.
Hey,
Tracy,
Brandon.
everybody gets quiet.
I was going in and getting a link for a couple
Oh,
people.
I'm trying to catch my breath.
Resale King's in the house. Hello, Brandon.
What's
buddy?
happening?
Hello, hello. Good morning. Good morning.
So,
I gotta get with him and get him lined up to come on the show one day.
Gary says that's animal abuse, Tommy.
not if you like it.
You know, I have this light that has a great big long pole, and my granddaughter had left a bunch of Barbies in the bedroom, and they were naked Barbies, and so I kind of hung one of the Barbies upside down on the lamp, like she was a stripper, and sent a picture to my son. I don't know if that's considered inappropriate or turned her the other way like she was spinning, sent it to my son, and my son texted me back, "Mother." That's all he said was "Mother."
I don't think they have that as one of her Barbie collection ones, the occupational Barbie or whatever you want to
Yeah,
call it.
I don't think that. Yeah.
I don't think that's one that they made, but that was a custom design by Mama.
Well, it was funny. And you know, I have a warped sense of humor with my son, you know.
There's nothing wrong with that.
The boy that picked me
Now I
up,
have that song in my head.
the boy that picked me up, flipped me upside down, shoved my face in the snowbank. Come on.
That must be
Bye, David.
that must be a Michigan thing.
No, it's because, okay, he was a pitcher and first baseman, and he just gotten a brand new car. It was 2015, and he had gotten a 2016 Chevy Cobalt when they first came out with them. And he kept hitting me with snowballs, and as a pitcher, he wouldn't miss me. Plus, I was a big target. And I kept throwing snowballs at him, and I wouldn't always hit him. And he was making me mad because he kept throwing snowballs, and he was hitting me, and it was hurting. And so I said, I'm going to throw snow in your car if you don't stop throwing snowballs at me. Well, he didn't stop. So I took a bunch of snow and threw it inside his new car. And he went over there, looked at it. He grabbed a hold of me, put one hand on my shoulder, scooped me under the crotch, flipped me. I mean, he was very, very strong because I was 300 plus. Put the weight on his elbow on his knee and dunked my head in the flippin' snowbank.
Oh, right.
And just left me there. And I'm going, oh, I'm going to tell Dad on you. He comes out, he goes, you going to ever throw snow in my car again? I'm like, stop throwing snowballs. He throws my head back into the snowbank again. So I go inside and I tell my husband, right? Chloe put my head in the snowbank. And he's like, what did you do? I put snow in his car. And my husband said, well, you deserved it.
Well, I ain't gonna lie. If I had a brand new car and somebody threw snow in my car, I'd be pissed. I'd be mad.
But
Bye, David. Much love. Thank you for stopping.
when it's your mother and your mother kindly asks you, please stop throwing snowballs at me, and they don't stop, it's not like I can put him over my knee. He's a foot taller than I am.
As we tell the children, 2 wrongs don't make a right.
Well, I never put snow in this car again.
I can understand why.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, getting your face shoved into the snowbank is not fun.
What are you looking for?
Goodbye, Victoria.
Bluegrass Picker said I'm at 197 subscribers. He's thanking everybody that watches, but he's actually at 199 right now. And always see if we can get a few more people over there. A few more people over there to sub to his channel. I'm gonna drop
I
the
don't
link
have my phone to do it.
in chat. See if we can give him a few more subscribers. Check him out. If you like his content, stick around.
As Jasmine would say, don't forget to hit the little ding,
Notification
ding, ding.
I call it the ding-a-ling button.
She
That's
makes
what I
us take the bell.
And if you go over there, you do subscribe to him. Put your sub number in chat for me.
Yeah.
200, yay!
Yay, thanks, Gary. Bluegrass Picker's a cool dude. He's a really cool dude.
But I like to see people grow, you know. So
I'm already subbed to him, or I would go and sub again.
I had to over my phone so I can sub.
Hi, Maggie Doodle. How are you, Maggie?
I'm not sure if I'm subbing.
Billy Picker says, stop by my channel. He's at 195.
Who?
People. Billy Picker?
Where is he at?
He is just a couple up in chat here.
I can't get above 400. I'm at 398. I've been stuck there for
Where's Billy Picker?
Billy Picker. I'll drop his link in chat.
I got it here. Going to channel.
We can get these people some subs, man. It'd be great. We can all grow. Anybody else
I'm
that has
subscribed to Billy Picker already.
Yep, so am I.
I'm already subbed to him.
Anybody else like reselling addicts and people that are content creators, put your YouTube videos, throw one in chat so everybody else knows that you create content as well, so we can all spread around, show each other some love.
Yeah, everybody subscribe to everybody else. It helps. It really, really helps. Like, I only need 3 more subs to get to 1,100.
We got Bluegrass. He's up to 203.
You're welcome, Philly Picker. I wanted to help, but I was already subbed. Yeah, I'm trying so hard to get to 1,100, so when it pulls up, it'll read 1.1.
What are you at now, Mo?
1,997.
Well, drop your link.
Drop my link.
Drop your
Well,
link.
they can
type something in chat.
Yeah,
So,
I've got lots of stuff in chat.
I'm sure most of the people in here are already subscribed to you, but there might be a couple that aren't.
I've got stuff. I'm the only one that put a 1 in the chat.
I was going to put a 1, but I figure they already know because they're on my channel.
Yeah, snobby scrap picker. Support each other. That's the way to do it. You got it.
For sure.
You're welcome, Bluegrass Picker. I would have loved to have helped you too, but I knew I was already subscribed to you.
I'm almost positive I'm subbed to both of them, but I'll double
Let me check West Max Gary.
I was subscriber 203.
203 to Bluegrass?
Yes.
Cool.
Oh, I can subscribe to West Max Gary.
Oh, okay.
I'm subscribed to everybody in my chat. I figure if these spend the time to come check me out.
Yep, that's what I try and do too. Sub to everybody in my chat.
Oh. So that's cool. I appreciate everybody that's helping everybody else out. That's cool.
Can you feel the
Way to
love?
show love. Oh, I'm almost out of coffee.
You wouldn't know it, Destiny. You're hyper today.
Yes, you are.
That's
Bouncing off the walls.
and now I know I went by my computer. Forgot to take my med this morning, so I have to do that.
Yeah, Philly Picker, I've been subscribed to you.
You have to actually go to my page, honey.
Oh. I suppose that would help.
Bluegrass Picker, I'm already subscribed. I figured I was, but it's always good to double check because YouTube will sometimes boot people out.
Kent Dangle says, feel like singing Elton John. Can you feel the love tonight?
Gary, did you
I have to go upstairs and listen to that song.
Scrappy.
I'm going to make sure to sub to my buddy West Max Gary. He has one video up.
Yep, I just subbed to him too.
I've been subbed.
I don't know why I wasn't. I'm usually pretty good making sure people that are subbed to me, I sub to them because I always want to know what they're doing because I want to be. I want
Let's
to feel
get
the pulse
Gary
of the
up some
community.
subscribers. He's at 27. He needs a few, man.
Amy, I'm number 10 now.
I'm 27 for my buddy Gary.
If everybody in chat would go over there and sub, he would gain 45 subscribers. Except for the ones that are already subbed. Just takes a second.
I'm trying to find some that I'm not sub to.
Westbacks Gary. Just takes a second to show a little love. It doesn't cost you a dime.
I'm already subbed.
Reseller King's dropping a video. It's uploading right now, so everybody be on the lookout for that.
Showing love to his page too already.
There we go.
I was not subbed to David, the car boot picker, but I just subbed.
Billy Picker needs one more to hit 100 or 200.
Who?
Billy Picker.
I don't see them in the chat on my phone.
Who's there?
Oh, I found him.
There you go. Look at that. You should put him over to 200 wall.
I'm number 200.
There we go.
Woo-hoo!
Got Billy Picker up to 200.
I think my
Cute
YouTube broke.
doggy. See the puppy? See the puppy?
You know, and
Now he's at the post office and says the post office is packed.
Oh, I bet. I mean, we're really getting down to the wire now.
Well, yesterday the post lady or the counter lady was like, somebody come back here and help me because she was swamped.
yeah, she's trying to volunteer me to work at the post office.
It wasn't me. It was our son. It was our son. He's the one that
Tell them I'll come in for an hour a day as long as I get free pension and insurance.
Yeah.
And shipping discount. I want a deeper discount than eBay gives me. Lisa C says I'll never do content. No cleavage, no viewers.
I have content and I don't show my cleavage.
That's not true. And Lisa is full of like tax knowledge. She
is. She was an accountant for 20 years.
I asked her if she'd be my accountant. Not my accountant, just like my
Your
advisor.
Advisor, yeah.
So
If I
do. I get confused with a lot of like deductions and what can be written off. And when I go on a sourcing trip, like a 3-day, or how much of that, you know, what portions of that are write-offable.
They were talking in Bad Boys of Reselling chat one day, like, what would you do if you hit for some big money, like $1 million or whatever? And at first I said that I wouldn't hire an advisor, but I would hire Lisa C though. I know she wouldn't do me wrong. I don't trust financial advisors, but Lisa C, I do trust.
Billy Picker got to 200. Yay!
Right. All right.
He says, thank you, everyone. When I started, I didn't think I'd get to 5.
He's at 203. I just seen it. Just as I refreshed the page, it clicked over 203.
Yeah, and I was sub 200.
Bluegrass Picker is at 205. West Max Gary, 32 subscribers. Guy needs more than that. We have more people in chat than that.
I've already subscribed.
Well, do it again.
I can do it again.
West Max Gary channel might be broke like mine. I haven't got any subs in a couple days. I'm stuck at right under 400.
I don't even know where I'm at.
I need 3 more.
I'm
Three
at
more.
$3.99. I just need one more for 400.
John, I messaged you back.
Good job, everybody, sharing the love.
I'm only at 516.
I hope we can.
But I did. I gained like, I don't know how many of them in the last 2 days.
I know your notifications have been blowing up.
I hope I can do my $50 Amazon gift card giveaway pretty soon. That's what I need for. We do that at 500 on my channel, and then
are you going to do random picker?
Yeah, that's what I did on on the one for $250, and Anthony won.
See, now I didn't join or try because I think I'm too close to you to try. But if Anthony did it, then I should have did it too.
I mean, it's 100% random. I use the picker and all that. I do it live on the show, so it's about as legit as you can get it, unless somehow that picker chose Anthony because he liked Anthony or something. I don't know.
Well, I know Thelma does a lot of giveaways, and I never enter hers because I figure I'm too close to her. Because if she asks a question about her life, I feel like I have an advantage,
The thing that was crazy was, Anthony did it to help. When you comment after videos, even, the lives, like after the aftermath, it helps with the search of YouTube and everything, just like the likes and everything. And I think he did it just basically to help me grow. And so he threw a couple comments and some videos, and he ended up doing that one. And he was talking about how he was going to win, and then he won. And then it was kind of weird and awkward, but it was legit. So
yeah, how funny, how ironic.
I ended up drawing 2 people for it, and the second person, I guess, hasn't contacted me or whatever, so they haven't gotten their gift card.
Well, if you've got to give it to somebody.
Well, I mean,
I can volunteer. That if Anthony and I would have won, people would have been like, "What? What's going on here?"
It was someone that hasn't been in any of our chats, at least I've seen. So it was probably just someone who just randomly subbed me one day, and they did reselling videos, but they did multiple things on their channel. So it probably just happened to be a random suggestion one day, and she hasn't watched my video since. So.
LSP sent you a message, Tommy.
Yeah, I see that. I think you'll be happy with that camera. It's a nice camera. I got one sitting up there that I found on a deal. I had the 8-man trio, or however you say, but it doesn't have the external mic hookup. So I actually ordered that one as well. I haven't used it yet though, but it's supposed to have pretty much the same specs as the other one, except you can hook up an external mic on the A79. So you should like that. It's a nice camera. I watched videos on YouTube where they do the GoPro 7 Black against the A79, and I couldn't tell the difference. And it was multiple videos that I watched.
Very hot.
Thank you all.
You're welcome. It's hot. I burnt my tongue.
Destiny, I like your hair short.
You burnt your tongue.
Thank you.
Why are you sticking your tongue in my coffee?
It wasn't your coffee. It
It
was my coffee. I was taking a sip to take my med, and I burnt my tongue. Thank you. It's definitely different. I'm not used to having short hair. I'm so used to having super long hair.
It's growing fast, though.
It is. They cut a lot of it off, a lot of the dead and split ends and stuff like that. And then I didn't dye it for a couple months so that all the healthy stuff could go through. And then the gray got really, really bad, and I couldn't deal with it anymore, so I had to dye it again. Good morning, Craig.
Lisa C said maybe one day she'll put content up. I think she should. She is full of knowledge, and if she doesn't want to be seen on camera, she could just use one of Zahir's filters and just come on as whatever.
I know a lot of people that have thousands of subscribers and they never show their
face. They never,
it's always their hands.
Yeah, she has a lot of knowledge.
Look at everyone subscribing to everybody in the chat still. Way to go, guys.
Look at this. Eric says 5 sales during the show. You guys aren't allowed to stop the show.
I just checked my Amazon, And I sold one thing since the start of the show.
Thank you, Brian. Let me return that sub to you there, Brian.
I like what Samby says. Redheads rule. LOL. Yes, I'm one too. Woo woo. Welcome to the club. I'm a natural redhead, but it's a darker red. And so I have this white strip that shows its ugly head, and it doesn't hold hair dye for long. So I'm constantly having to dye that.
Bearded Picker says, I need some subs. I don't think you do, Scott. I was just talking about you earlier in the chat, Scott.
Good morning, Scott.
So anybody that doesn't know who Bearded Picker is must have been living under a rock for the last couple of years.
Right? He's amazing.
He's got 72,000 subs.
But if you don't happen to know who he is, he's got a morning show. He throws out a lot of knowledge, man. Check him out. I'll give him the shout out.
And then somebody was asking what my channel is.
Yeah, West Max Gary, I tagged him and sent him the link to your channel.
Thank you. Lynn says I'd have the most boring channel. You would not have a boring channel, Lynn.
Scott, I dare you to sub to my channel. I dare you to come to one of my jewelry auctions. They're only once a week.
On Wednesdays, right?
Yep, Wednesdays at 7 p.m.
Scott, I'll shout your channel out every day for a week if you shout mine out.
Or yeah, you can give me a shout out, or you can come to Bible study, Scott.
I think that's a phenomenal idea.
At Flippin' Hope on Anthony's channel, Flippin' Hope, 2 p.m. John from Nevermore Antiques will be there with me. You can come to Bible study.
Wes Max, are you on your phone? If you are on your phone, it's really hard to.
How's it attached?
Because
I think you attach yours.
Yeah.
We'll type something in chat.
Okay, I can do that.
I think I just ordered 2 of those tape dispensers by accident.
Let me.
You can go in and cancel one, Anthony, Nate.
It's getting delivered today, so I can't really.
Go in and cancel one.
Whoever's private label this was, they're getting a return. Sorry.
Yeah, Bluegrass Picker John is just wonderful. He calls me Sister Kelly. I call him Brother John. He is wonderful. He is going to be doing Bible study with me today at 2 p.m. on Flippin' Hope.
Mm-hmm.
I know what I need to order.
Wes Max,
what are you ordering?
Some line tamer. I forgot.
Yeah, Gary, just click on Destiny's name.
Yeah,
that'd probably be the easiest.
The Shamrock Pixie. He doesn't.
I put in there.
Hello is what I put in chat.
I gotta drop a link for Flippin' Hope, huh?
Yes.
Yeah, you should do that. I flip and hope you would.
I don't even remember how that came about. I know I put it on his mug for him. Anthony.
I will laugh my tookish off if Scott shows up at Bible study.
That'd be awesome.
That's how we got it. On his mug, he was looking at his mug, and he was like, "That's a good name." So there's the link for Flippin' Hope. That's the Bible study at 2.
Did you read?
Bad Dog. Anybody watch Crazy Lamp Lady? Yes, I watch her videos every morning that she drops.
I do too.
That's where I started. When I said I was looking at your store, Ma, the glass and the ceramic she picks up. Mm. Thinking, man,
outside the box.
Yeah, and I forget the name of the gal that's in a lot of her videos. Is it
Sue?
Yep, Sue.
Sue Me. She's got. But you have to really know your stuff to pick up.
Yeah, I would say that she really knows. That Sue really knows. I mean, it's amazing. It's like, how does she retain all that knowledge?
Lynn, if you're talking about my channel, it's because I've only gone live once in a couple weeks.
She'll be going live more
Yeah.
or dropping video. I don't know if you're gonna go live or drop
Do
videos.
lives. They're easier for me when I'm talking about the mental health stuff. It's just easier.
Jocelyn just showed her 100,000 sub plaque she got from YouTube.
That's
Nice.
awesome.
Yeah. Yeah, she's pretty cool.
But I think we're gonna wind it down. Flipping particles is gonna be starting here in
15 minutes, less than 15
10
minutes.
to 15 minutes.
Let's all shuffle over to flipping particles.
Yep, that's where I go. I do my packing, so I ain't got shit to pack today. So I'll be pretty active in chat.
Oh my gosh, I'm 1,101 now. Thanks, guys.
I'm at 592, and I didn't even think I'd get like 50 subs. There's 592 people that want to hear me talk. Oh boy.
I'm still under 400.
But thank you, everybody. It's much appreciated. Much love to you all.
Flipping particles just commented in chat. So she starts the show basically when we're running this long right after we're ending.
She's a Looney Tune. She's a Looney Tune for sure.
I love Dee. She's amazing.
I was face down in the gutter trying to get my ring that I dropped down in the gutter, and I needed help because I thought I was going to fall forward too much because like half my body was down in the gutter, the sewer gutter. And I'm like, Dee, grab my legs. And I got myself back up, and I looked up at her, and she's filming me. She wasn't helping me at all, but she was filming.
She was helping. She was keeping track and videoing to make sure if anything bad happened that she had it.
No, she wanted it for her. She wanted the footage for her channel. So, thanks, Dee. I will. I plan on reciprocating that favor.
Yeah, Dee is awesome. You guys really got to check her out.
Yep, I'm dropping her link.
Said, come on, Kelly. You know you wanted me to film that.
I dropped her link in chat.
I probably did.
People that are in here that haven't been over to Dee's, check her out right after we end here. And if you're new to her channel, let her know the Entrepre-Doers sent you. And we're going to shut it down. We'll catch everybody tomorrow on Nate's channel with a couple of pickers.
Much love, everybody.
Bye, guys. Love you.